Hey everyone, Neil here. Let's do some armor. Let's do some armor. So in the last tutorial, we did tools. And a lot of what we're going to be doing this time is pretty close to what we just did. So we're going to come in and, actually let's go under tools. Armor. We need to create our armor material, so we're going to do public static. Good lord. This is going to be armor material, and we're going to call this vanadium armor, like so. Let's go ahead and import our armor material class. We're going to hold down control. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so, sorry. Hay fever. I don't know if any of you have been to the high desert of Central Oregon, but juniper trees, man, killing me. Killing me. All right, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating something a little bit like this for our vanadium armor. What we have first here is the name. The next thing that we have is the max damage factor. So we'll see leather, chainmail, iron, gold, and diamond. So what is the max damage factor? Holds the maximum damage factor. Each piece multiply this by its own value of the material. This is the item damage, how much it can absorb before it breaks. So each piece multiplies this by its own value. So really with leather, what we're going to see is going to be 5 times 1 for the helmet. So that's going to give us essentially a rating of 5. You'll see that we have an array right here. That is our damage reduction amount array. So this holds the damage reduction. Each 1 point is half a shield on the GUI for each piece of armor. Helmet, plate, legs, and boots. Plate, of course, being chest. So really what we're looking at in this array is the helmet, the chest, the legs, and then the boots. And then, of course, we have our enchantability number here at the end. So what we're going to do is we are going to say, and we're going to call that enum helper again, enum helper, and this is going to be add armor material. Our name is going to be vanadium armor. And it wants our texture name. So what we're going to do here is we're going to call our mod ID, and we are going to do a plus. We're going to have a colon. We're going to have another plus, there we go. And then this is essentially going to be vanadium, like so. Our durability is going to be 16. Our reduction amounts is going to be a new int array. And our first value is going to be 2 for our helm. We're going to do 5 for our chest, 3 for our legs, and 1 for our boots. Let's clean this up a little bit. There we go. Next, we need our enchantability factor, which will be 30, like so. This, you'll see, kind of lines up 2, 5, 3, 1. Lines up with what gold is. Of course, it has a higher durability factor. It's about half of what diamond is. Diamond being 33. A little bit better than gold. Let's just go ahead and make this 20. So that way it's kind of a little bit tougher. About right in the middle. A little bit below the middle. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to actually come down here and we're going to declare each of our individual item pieces. So we will have a vanadium helmet. We are going to have a vanadium chest plate. I recommend using the same naming conventions as me. These, of course, are items. Item. Like so. Come back to that in a second. Item, vanadium, leggings, and then public static item, vanadium boots. When I say naming convention, right? So obviously this is my own custom ingot that I've made, right? You can go, you can mine it. Well, you can't mine it yet because I haven't done World Gen, but I'll do that probably soon. What I mean by naming conventions is make sure that it says helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. What happens when these get textured is we will come into our vanilla textures, and we want models, armor. So we have two layers, and essentially what's going to happen is it is going to use those naming conventions to help texture these. So try to make sure that those are consistent. Of course, I already have my textures created. So what I am going to do is we are going to create a new package underneath here, and this is going to be assets.ng.textures.models.armor. And what I'm going to do is I am going to copy these into here, and you'll see how they are named. So we have layer 1, we have layer 2. So this is my ingot that I created, right? So you'll see it there. It matches up a lot with what we had on the diamond, right? Looks like we've got leggings and helmet there, and then we had all the rest in the other one. So let's get these registered and into the game. Let me see here. Tools. So we will do armor. We're going to have game registry dot not add item. We're going to do register item, and we're going to pass along our vanadium helmet. That is going to be equal to a new ng vanadium armor. We're going to pass along our unlocalized name, vanadium helmet. We need to pass along our armor material, which is going to be vanadium armor. We're going to pass along a 1. We're going to pass along a 0. We're going to come outside that little parenthetical, and we're going to type in vanadium helmet. And we will kind of come back to those numbers here in just a second. What I want to do first is I want to, we're going to come up here and we're going to create a new package. And rather than tools, this is going to be armor. We're going to finish that. Let's create a class underneath that, and that of course is going to be our ng vanadium armor, like so. So what are we going to do with this? Well, this is going to extends item armor, like so. We're going to import that. We need to do our constructor. That's public, so we're good there. We want to make sure that we're passing along our unlocalized name, like so. We're going to set that unlocalized name. like so, and we're also going to put it on our creative tab. Nope, not set color. Shit. Dot set creative tab, ng global creative tab. Need to capitalize that. There we go. Okay. Let me see here. What we can do is we can put some different effects on these. I'm not going to get into that right now. I just want to get these into the game. So what we're going to do is, let's get rid of this little to-do because we don't want that showing up. We're going to save this. And so really what we're looking at here is we have our render index and our armor type. Really what we're doing over here is we are create method. We have that in there. Do we need to import? No. I have it. Why doesn't it like it? I probably have something out of order here. Create method. That probably did it down here. It did. It did. We don't want that. We don't want that. It's not importing it. Did I misspell it up there? No? Why does it keep going back to that? No. I'm crazy. What is going on here? Let's do this. Let's do import com.neilgaming.mod.armor ng vanadium armor. That is so weird. Am I misspelling something here? Giving myself all kinds of grief. This is public, so it should be able to see it. I've imported it. Why doesn't it want it? Oh, I'm a dipshit. There we go. We can actually do this now. And there we go. Now we can import it. There we go. So, we're going to copy and paste these. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the render index on this to 1. And really what it's saying is, where is it at? So there we go. And then this is going to be 1 and a 2 and a 3. Okay, so we're going to plunk in our chest plate here and here and here. We're going to drop in leggings here and here and here. And our boots are going to be here and here and here. Cool. What we need to do is, so we have the texture model itself, right? So if we were to go in to our game right now, we should be able to, no we won't, no we won't, nope, fuck off, stop doing that. Alright, so let's wait a second. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Go away. Thank you. We are going to close this. Let's come into our render class and item render. Like so. Reg item, and this is going to be ng items dot. We want our helmet. Our chest plate. Our leggings. And our boots. Like so. Okay. What else do we have to do? There's something else that we have to do. I know there is. I just can't think of what it is right this second. We need item models. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's do this. Come on. Sometime today. There we go. Okay, so these should show up in our creative tab. Game mode 1. So let's do this. Chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. So, wow, that's pretty big. So we can take the helmet, and we can take the chest, we can take the legs, we can take the boots. So you'll see that it renders them, right, when they're on your body, but they still don't actually render in our inventory. So that's what we want to fix. So let's do that. We're going to create some new item models, and we're going to jump in here and look at our vanilla assets, Minecraft, models, item, and let's look at our diamond helmet. There we go. Okay, so we are going to copy this, and we're going to do a new item model, other untitled text file. We're going to paste this in. We're going to change this to ng, and of course this is going to be a vanadium helmet, just like our unlocalized name. Yep, I got there. Source, main, resources, assets, ng, models, item, vanadium helmet dot JSON, like so. Now let's do this. Let's take a look at our other ones here and see how different they are. So no difference there. I'll get rid of these guys. Let's take a look at our, we did our helmet, so we want leggings, and we want, we want boots. Oh, little differences. Are you seeing them? Okay, so our helmet is a minus 2.25. Leggings are a minus 3, minus 2.5, minus 3. Okay, so we've done our helmet. Let's get these in order here. We are going to do a file, a save as, vanadium chest plate, like so, and we are going to modify this to a minus 3, like so. We'll save that. File, save as. These will be our leggings. like so. What did we have for our leggings? We had that's also a 3. Okay, so that's actually good. Leggings are a 3. I didn't change that. Whoops. Leggings. Save this as boots. Like so. We'll make sure, of course, that this is boots. And we want our boots to be a minus 2.5. Like so. Let's open up, it was the chest plate. I never renamed the chest plate. So what's happening here is I have Sublime Text on my computer. I have it set as the default editor for JSON files, so they automatically, when I click on them here in my Project Explorer, they're opening up in that. That's what you're seeing. Same with my lang file. So when we go in here and we add these into our lang file, let me see here. Yep. Item dot vanadium helmet. Yep. Dot name is going to be equal to vanadium balls. Vanadium helmet. Sweet. Chest platey. Remember, case is very important here. All right, let's jump in and have a peek, shall we? Make sure this all came out right. And then we're going to do some extra stuff, because why not? Oh, yeah, I need to put my textures in there. Because I did my models, but I didn't do my item textures, right? So I have how it renders on the body, but I didn't actually put them in over here. So I will do that real quick. Of course, I have already gone through and created those. We're going to copy those over into here. Big bada boom. Let's take a peek. My lazy ass cat's laying on the floor. Lazy kitty. All right. I just took a picture. I might throw it in the video. We'll see. Okay. So let's see if we got it. We did. Sweet. And our names are all in there. We've already got a set on. Sweet. Waha! And actually, let's do this. So that way we look super cool. Go away, kitty. I don't want you. Go away. Put our sword on. Sweet. Yeah, not bad. Handsome fella. Alright, cool. So let's tinker around with this a little bit, right? Some of the things that we can do. We're going to create a couple more methods here. So we are going to do a private void effect player, not a dot, and we're going to be calling in entity player, and we will just name that player. We're going to be calling in potion. We'll just name that potion, and we're going to call in an amplifier. Like so. Let's do our imports. And so what are we going to be doing? Essentially, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be adding potion effects to our armor. So we're going to start with an if statement, and we're going to say if player dot get active potion effects is going to be equal to potion, and if it is null, what we want to do, or excuse me, if it's null or it is get active potion effects. Potion is get, what is that? Get duration is less than or equal to 1. What we want to do is say player dot add potion effect, and this will be a new potion effect, and it will be potion dot ID, and we are going to do a comma, a 159, the amplifier, and then true. And we'll kind of come back and talk about this here in a second, but we're going to import potion effect. So we've got that in. We're going to do another method here, and that one is going to be a private boolean is wearing full set. So what we're going to be doing with this method is essentially checking to see whether or not our dude is wearing a full set or not. A full set of vanadium armor, specifically. So we are going to return player. Wait a tick. There. Return. Sweet. We need to pull in the player so we can check them out. So we're going to have an entity player. We're going to have an item, which will be the helmet. We're going to check that out. We're going to check out the item, which will be the chest piece. We're going to check out the item, which will be the leggings, and we're going to check out the item, which will be the boots. The boots. Like so. Import those. Make sure we've got everything in here. Net.minecraft.item. So we're going to return player dot inventory armor item in slot. Yeah. So what is this? The helmet is a 3, the chest piece is a 2, the leggings are a 1, 0 is boots. So essentially what it's doing is it's checking that slot in your inventory, right? So we're going to be checking 3 for our helmet. So if that is not equal to null, so essentially if it has an item in it, and player dot inventory dot armor item in slot 3 dot get item dot get item bollocks is equal to helmet. Right? I'm thinking. And player dot inventory. This is going to take a while, so we will just do this, and we're going to copy and paste this down here. And rather than checking 3, we're going to be checking armor slot 2. And if this is equal to our chest plate, and then this one, of course, will be our leggings, and then our boots. So we will come in and we're going to check slot 1 for our leggings. We're going to check slot 0 for our boots. Like so. Close that up with a semicolon. Sweet. It doesn't like that because I spelled these wrong. Leggings, and rather than chest piece, we want chest plate. Like so. Okay, so what it's essentially doing is this is going to return true if all of these item slots match the values that we pass along in is wearing full set. So we're going to do our last method, and we're going to do an override on this one, and we are going to say public void on armor tick, and that is going to be world Disney world entity player item stack like so. Void imports. Cool, let's get started on this. If item stack, I do not want to have to fuck about with that uppercase S. Item stack dot get item is equal to ng items dot vanadium helmet. What we want to do is this dot effect player, and that will be player, and this is where we can put in our potion. So we will do potion dot what do we want to do? So if we're wearing our helm, we want to do, I know what we want to do. If we're wearing our helm, we get night vision, and our amplifier is just going to be 0. Right? So our next one is going to be if item stack dot get item is equal to ng items dot vanadium chest plate. What we want to do is this dot effect player potion. So what do we want to do with this? Absorption. That sounds like a good one. Yeah, let's do absorption. And amplifier is going to be 0. No, because that means it's going to stay the same. Amplifier is going to be 1. Let's actually just copy and paste this down here a couple of times, and rather than chest plate, we will do vanadium leggings, and rather than absorption, let's do move speed. Yeah, move speed, sweet. And then boots, we're going to do jump. Jump. And let's do a modifier of 2, see what happens. Now, there's another thing that we can do, and that's where this whole wearing full set thing comes into effect. So, if this dot is wearing full set and player, and we need to check to make sure that our helmet is the one that's in there. So ng items dot vanadium helmet, like so. Ng items dot vanadium chest piece. Our leggings are going to be ng items vanadium leggings, and then our boots, of course. So really what we're doing is you'll see that it's looking here for the helmet, the chest piece, the chest plate, the leggings, the boots. We're going through, we're specifying what those are, and if those are true, so if that is the case, then what we're going to be looking for is this dot affect player. The potion will be regeneration, and we're going to put a 1 in there. And we need I dorked this up somewhere. Oh, right here. There we go. So if they're actually wearing the full set, and it's going to pass along this vanadium helmet down here, chest plate, leggings, boots, right? So if they're actually wearing the whole thing, they're going to be getting regeneration. So let's fire this up and check it out. We should see our potion effects showing up. So cool. So cool. I think that should be pretty straightforward, at least in terms of you being able to go in and pick different potion effects. And later on, what we're going to be doing is we will create our own custom potion effects and stuff like that. So here you'll see all of the different things that I have, right? And you'll see that they'll tick down to 0, and they should restart. They do. That's awesome. If we take off our boots, what's going to happen is we're going to lose our jump boost, and we also lose regeneration because we are not wearing a full set anymore. You'll see here, right, that I'm running really fast, and when I actually run, I'm running even faster, and that is the potion effect of our speed, right? So I didn't talk a lot about the amplifiers. Really, that's just homework for you guys. I want you to go in, and I want you to tinker around with those and just see what works best. Jump super high. Oh, I wonder if that's going to hurt. Game mode 0. Woo! That's seriously cool. Okay, I'm going to stop making videos and play around with my mod for a while because it's awesome. Because it's awesome. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Hold up. That jumping is a little obnoxious. Okay. Okay. So. Woo! Yep, that hurts. Ouch. Okay, cool. So anyways, there you have it. Armor with custom potion effects. Super cool. Likes, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you need any help. As always, have fun and happy modding.